Good evening, subscribers. I just got back from New York. A long day, over 40 shots I had to take. But since I just got back and I'm still in my makeup, and I joked about wearing makeup in the past when I was in the business, I figured I'd come on so you all can see me in my makeup. And this is how they did my hair for when I was in my suit. Especially the black and whites, I look something like straight up prohibition gangster. But yeah, you'll see. We'll see. So, looks like I'm back in the modeling game. I guess I did okay. They're making me a website and a professional Instagram and comp card. So, oh, I guess has been remembered how to do things. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna give it a give it a solid shot because all or nothing, right? And it'll definitely get me out of this area. More importantly, not that I want attention, but if I get a little attention and people recognize me, then when I talk about things like narcissism and challenging the good old boys clubs and double standards and exploitation and borderlines, people might listen. And that nonprofit I want to start might actually get off the ground because I learned this past year, you can find rich people that, want to do something, but when push comes to shove, they always drop the ball. So you got to do it yourself. And I'm working on it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll share the website when it gets made in a couple weeks. And oh, I wanted you all to see what makeup on me looks like because I so want to shower right now because you can't see it, but I'm all oily too because I had to do a set of swimsuit shots and I had to oil up for that. So there's something I haven't done in a long time. It's like, ooh, this reminds me of the men's physique competition days. So yeah, another one in jeans. This is what I got to pick when I got to pick my own style. Complete with the Lilith t-shirt. Because, gotta represent Queen Lilith. That was like the one wardrobe change I was allowed to pick. Those are my favorite, obviously. Cause I'm not big on white t-shirts and I'm not big on suits. Swimsuits in the middle of January. That's why I kept joking. Everybody laughing. I'm like, come on. I want this graded on a curve. It's the middle of January. It's right after the holidays. It's not swimsuit season. And I only had like less than 2 weeks to prep. And, couldn't even do a proper prep like I would in the old days. But I wanted to give the update. See? Makeup. Yeah. See the mascara? Makes even me look pretty. You can't really feel it. This isn't bothering me, to be honest. That's why you gotta spend the money on decent makeup. It was all Clinique stuff. That's what they used in the old days, too. Well, in the early old days, it was like the drugstore brands, and then I'd break out, and it'd feel all heavy and cakey. So a lot of my female friends have said for years that, like, the better brands are worth the money, and yeah, I actually feel comfortable. And I don't have tarantula eyes, which is always good. So just wanted to give a quick update that yes, I did go through it. Oh, and what a joy it is to drive through Manhattan on the middle of a Saturday in a stick shift. Yeah, that was entertaining as well. But I like New York, and I haven't been in so long. Sure as hell I haven't driven in over a decade. So that's my little update. This is me in makeup. And they want me to audition for a small role in Law and Order SVU. I don't know about that, but yeah, looks like I'm gonna be doing some modeling again, or at least I'll have a cool website that makes me look like one, even if I am a complete failure. If I take a swing at somebody at my first photo shoot, it won't be my first. No, definitely not my first. Nonetheless, the industry's changed a lot since the old days. Everything's computerized now, which is cool. And there's more openings. This is also what I want to say. There's more openings for a wide range of people in the modeling industry that wasn't the case when I was in it the first time 20 years ago. Because hell, I was waiting when I were doing my measurements. I'm like, where's the calipers? You're not going to do the body fat measurements? No, we don't do that anymore. I'm like, oh shit. They even did that to me in the fire academy, and I had to go first in front of the whole class in my underwear. Yeah, so if this is something you're interested in, you should reach out to somebody, because there's a niche market for just about everything these days. It's not, just what you would traditionally think of modeling, which certainly was the case in '03, when I got in when I was 16 with these pictures. There was still, everything was still portfolios and on paper back then too. But yeah, I did it. I went through with it. I'm talking to you, my old friend from the industry back in the day, who dared me and thought I wouldn't do it. I did it. And you already knew that because we talked. But nonetheless, if I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. And I did. That's all I have to say. Obviously, I didn't pre-think this through. I'm just like, let's do a video real quick while I'm still wearing makeup. Okay. Yeah, I was going to fix my hair, but it doesn't move. It was changed 4 times, and this was the last one for the suit, and now there's so much product in it, it doesn't move. So I gotta wash that out, and I guess put rubbing alcohol to get this off, and I really want to wash this oil off my body. Yeah, so wish me luck, or, unless you want to hex me, but then why are you here? And if you can hex, you shouldn't hex a fellow witch unless I personally did something against you, which I doubt it, because I don't know any witches that don't like me. There's not many witches that I know, to be honest. And yeah, I will, for those of you that were wondering if I was ever going to have an Instagram, yes, apparently I am. And it's going to be professional. I'll have to be taught how to use it, but yes, I will. And a website. With all the 40-some pictures I shot today. So, that'll be coming. I'll post links. Alright, I'll get back to my normal content tomorrow. But yes, New York liked me. Ooh, and side note, people in New York are not mean, at least not by my standards, because a lot of people, well, not a lot, but a handful of females came up and talked to me and blatantly asked me out in like the hour that I was walking around. And people in general seem nice in New York, at least compared to Chester County. So all that stuff that I ran about that some people are like, can't be like that. No, it's like that. I've lived in a lot of places. I only had problems one place, so it's not me. Anyway, look, if you for those of you that have made a few comments saying like, oh, you should give modeling a try again, I'm doing it. So we'll see what happens. And oh, they know about the channel. The agent knows about the channel. I didn't tell anybody about the channel. I guess they researched or did like a background check or something, because that's what led to the, oh, you should try out for this SVU thing. And I'm like, no, I can't fucking act. And then they're like, well, you have good chemistry on your YouTube channel. I'm like, what YouTube channel? I will tell you about that. So how they knew, I don't know, but they know. Makes me wonder what else they know. I got nothing. No skeletons. If I did, the FBI would have found it a few years ago when I got hired by the Arlington County Fire Department. Nevertheless, I've rambled long enough. So all I gotta say is, if there's something that you want to do, or you're at least interested in taking a shot at, that people in the know about that thing are telling you to take a shot, but people are telling you not to, those people are probably narcissistic, and they want you to fail, and they want you to be miserable, which is exactly what narcissists want. They want you to be where you don't want to be, doing what you don't want to do with someone you don't want to be with. Why so much of my family was obsessed with keeping me in Chester County, working in like a landscape or tree guy, something in safety green. I don't look good in safety green. I look good in this. But yeah, whatever it is you want to do, take a shot. If you fail, at least you know you tried. If you don't try, you never know. And the same goes for asking somebody out too, even if they're out of your league. It's a lot easier to get over somebody you got feelings for if you tell them how you feel and they shoot you down. It hurts like hell, but at least then I'm nagged by the what ifs, and most INFJs are. See, it is a little educational. Most INFJs are nagged by the what ifs in life, so take the shot. And as I always say, and not enough people watch my cool video about being the edge of the coin. I've asked, you still don't. But yes, you never know. If something does seem impossible, every now and again, a coin can land on its edge. 1 out of 6,000, actually. I looked it up, but it is statistically possible. So if there's something nearly impossible or that you deem impossible to pull off, flip that coin. You know, because my coin's usually, heads, I never get a shot. Tails, they cheat me out of it as soon as I get it. But there's the edge. The coin lands on its edge every once in a blue moon.